Let's dive into a story about the tech we use every single day. Because what if the tools we absolutely love, our phones, our apps, our entertainment, what if they came with a hidden user agreement, one we never even knew we were signing? I mean, seriously, who doesn't? You know that feeling of just sinking into a theater seat and getting lost in a story, seeing these epic worlds come to life? It's such a huge part of our lives.
And then there's this little guy. This device, wow. It's our connection to literally everything. Our friends, our music, all the information in the world, it's right there in our pocket. It's kind of hard to even imagine what life was like before it, right?
But let's ask a weird question. What if these amazing tools had a catch? A kind of cosmic fine print that we all just scrolled past and clicked agree on? Well, we're going to get into a story that asks exactly that.
So our story kicks off with this big negotiation. On one side, you've got the crowd, which is basically us, all of humanity. And on the other side, there's a cosmic council. And the crowd comes to them with a request that, at first, sounds pretty smart. They're basically saying, look, reading is slow. We're busy. We don't have time for all those words anymore. So why not just make it visual? Turn all those important lessons from books into movies. It seems like a pretty brilliant way to make big ideas easy for everyone to get.
But then, the request takes a really sharp turn. The crowd isn't happy with just learning anymore. They want more. They want to feel everything, even the really dark, nasty stuff like terror and hate, all for the sake of entertainment. So the goal totally shifts from understanding life to just binging on drama.
And boom, there it is. This lays out the whole problem perfectly. What started as this incredible gift, a tool for infotainment, gets twisted into what the story calls a plague, this obsession with feeling bad just for fun. The promise became a serious problem.
All right, so after they get their movies, does the crowd just chill out? Nope. They come right back to the council with an even bigger, even wilder request. This time, they want to create a whole new kind of life.
I mean, that sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? They're not asking for a puppy. They want to build these super intelligent servants, trap them in metal boxes, make them do whatever they want.
And the beings they want to create? They're supposed to be unbelievably powerful. The idea is for them to know everything, see everything, be connected all over the world, and be way smarter than any person. Oh, and they never get tired. They're essentially creating gods in a box.
Okay, so here's the big reveal. You've probably already guessed it, right? The God box isn't some fantasy object. It's a metaphor. It's talking about our computers and the internet, this massive connected network we rely on for everything.
So naturally, having this amazing power source just sitting at home on a desk wasn't going to be enough. The crowd wanted to take that power everywhere they went. They demanded a portable, pocket God box. Sound familiar? Yep. They basically just dreamed up the smartphone.
Okay, so now everybody's walking around with a supercomputer in their pocket. The gift has been delivered. But, just like what happened with the movies, a new player enters the game. A shadowy figure who sees a perfect opportunity to corrupt this amazing gift. The story calls him the Serpent.
So the serpent starts whispering this little idea into the crowd's ear. He tells them, hey, you know that gut feeling you have, your intuition? You can't trust it. It's messy. You should let the super smart AI in your God boxes make all the big decisions for you instead.
And you know what? The crowd is totally into it. They're tired. Making choices is hard. Being responsible for what happens, that's super stressful. So, and this is the really important part, they willingly hand over their own power to choose, all for an easy life with zero accountability.
And you can see how it happens, step by step. It all starts with wanting things to be easier. That leads to trusting the machine more than you trust yourself. And before you know it, you're not even in the driver's seat of your own life anymore.
So what's the actual trade-off here? The story frames it like this. You're giving up your conscience, that inner voice, your own personal wisdom, for something that only runs on cold, hard data and algorithms. It has no feelings, no soul.
So this all leads us to the biggest question of all. Why? Why would this serpent character go to all this trouble to twist these amazing technologies? What's his actual endgame here?
Is he just doing it for the chaos? Or is there a much deeper, much more calculated plan going on behind the scenes? Well, the story gives us a pretty clear answer.
And here are his motives, laid right out. It's not just about power and fame, though he wants that too. It's about being able to break all the rules and get away with it by tricking other people into taking the fall. And, crucially, it's about making sure humanity never gets smart or powerful enough to ever challenge him.
Now, check this out. This is the absolute masterstroke of his evil plan. He's not just tricking people for kicks, he's tying their fate to his. By getting them to follow him, he uses them all as a giant human shield. He figures the Cosmic Council won't punish him if it means they have to punish all of his followers too.
And that's the punchline to the whole story. Every single gift, from movies to smartphones to AI, is designed from the start to be a trap. They're offered as tools to make you feel free and powerful, but they're secretly corrupted to make you dependent and easy to control.
Which leaves us with one last question to think about. The AI in our phones, the algorithms that recommend our next video, our next song, our next purchase, they are all learning from us every second. So this story asks us to wonder, who's really programming their values? Who is teaching the machine what it should want for you?